At this time, Dr. Jamie Stacy, Chair of the Faculty Senate, will present the University Mace. The mace is an ancient symbol of authority. At Arkansas Tech University, it represents the enduring tradition of learning. The mace is present at official ceremonies of importance attended by the Board of Trustees and the university president. Please welcome the faculty of Arkansas Tech University. Arkansas Tech University proudly presents the Class of 2022. Now entering the arena floor, the officers of administration and the Arkansas Tech University Board of Trustees.
Good morning. Please be seated. Honored guests, graduates, faculty, administrators, and staff members, ladies and gentlemen, I hereby convene the commencement exercise marking the completion of the 112th year of Arkansas Tech University and celebrating the achievements of the spring 2022 graduating class. I am Julie First-Bovey, Interim Vice President for Academic Affairs, and it is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to the Arkansas Tech University campus. To begin our ceremony today, the ATU Reserve Officer Trading Corps will be presenting the colors. This will be followed by the singing of our national anthem, to be led by Mrs. Holly Ruth Gale, Associate Professor of Music. Please stand as you are able.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets twinkling, the bombs bursting in air, give proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Now allow me to introduce the members of the platform party. Please rise as I call your name. First, the Board of Trustees of Arkansas Tech. Representing our board today are Mrs. Stephanie Duffield, Board Chair; Mr. Len Cotton, Board Secretary; and Mr. Michael Lamoureux. Ladies and gentlemen, let us express our appreciation for our Board of Trustees. Also on the platform are the officers of administration of the university. Please hold your applause until all names are introduced. Please rise as I call your name. Bruce Sykes, Chancellor, Ozark Campus; Dr. Mary Gunter, Chief of Staff; Dr. Keegan Nichols, Vice President for Student Affairs; Jason Geiken, Vice President for Advancement; Ed Armstrong, University Counsel; and Abby Davis, Interim Athletic Director. Other members of the platform party include Dr. Jeff Cass, Dean of the College of Arts and Humanities; Mrs. Tammy Weaver, Registrar; and Dr. Jamie Stacy, Chair of the Faculty Senate. Other guests include Mrs. Sheila Sykes, First Lady of the Arkansas Tech Ozark Campus. Please join me in welcoming our platform party. Universities are known by the work and reputation of the faculty, and the accomplishments of the class of 2022 were possible largely through the efforts of our faculty. They are a hardworking and dedicated group of men and women who, as teachers and scholars, have guided these candidates through their academic journey to this proud day of graduation. We are very proud of the excellence of our faculty. The Board of Trustees has authorized the university to formally recognize members of our faculty for excellence in their accomplishments. Faculty members are selected for special recognition each year by a committee of their peers for outstanding work in teaching, scholarship, and service. Each award carries with it a commemorative plaque and a monetary award. When your name is called, please join me at the podium to be recognized for your achievement. For the 2021-2022 academic year, we are pleased to recognize, for excellence in teaching, Dr. Joshua Lockyer, Associate Professor of Anthropology. And for excellence in service, Dr. Aaron Clare, Associate Professor of English. Let's have one more round of applause for our award-winning faculty members. Some of our colleagues will retire from the faculty today. For their dedicated service to our students and to the university, we recognize Dr. Donna White, Professor of English; Karen Federher, Associate Professor of Music; and Ken Federher, Associate Professor of Music. Please stand if you are present so we may congratulate and thank you. At this time, would all faculty please stand? Ladies and gentlemen, and members of the class of 2022, let us express our appreciation to the Arkansas Tech faculty. You may be seated. Each of you graduating today is here as a result of dreams that have been shared. Your dreams, dreams of your parents or your families. Many of you have offered encouragement, made sacrifices, pointed the way, and helped bring you to this milestone in your lives. I hope that each and every one of you takes time today to thank these individuals in your lives and thank them many times in the future for all that they have done for you. We at Arkansas Tech University recognize students would not be successful without considerable help along the way, and we want to show our appreciation. What all of the parents, grandparents, spouses, partners, children, friends, and other supporters of today's graduates, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. Speaking of the accomplishments of the class of 2022, they wouldn't be here today if it weren't for the encouragement and guidance of teachers, coaches, guidance counselors, and others. Would all of the teachers, coaches, counselors, principals, and others who work in our state's education system please stand? Let us express our gratitude to these influential men and women and thank them for all they do for our great state and for our nation. Another thank you to the Arkansas Tech Presidential Leadership Cabinet for serving as ushers. I also want to thank members of the Commencement Committee who spent long hours planning this day, and to the many others, including staff and student volunteers who helped to organize, plan, and implement this commencement. Could you please stand to be recognized? Sincere appreciation is also extended to the Arkansas Tech University Symphonic Wind Ensemble under the direction of Dr. Daniel Bologna, Professor of Music and Director of Bands. Finally, we all owe an incredible debt of gratitude to the men and women in our armed forces. I ask that all military personnel, including our veterans, please rise and receive our recognition. Thank you. You may be seated. And now, Mr. Jason Geiken, Vice President for Advancement at ATU, will present the Hall of Distinction class of 2022.
Thank you, Dr. First-Bovee. Established in 1964, the Arkansas Tech University Hall of Distinction recognizes the accomplishments of Arkansas Tech alumni and friends in 5 categories: distinguished alumnus or alumna, distinguished alumni service, outstanding young alumnus, alumna, distinction in intercollegiate athletics, and distinguished service by non-alumnus or alumna. Today it is our honor and privilege to bestow Arkansas Tech's highest honor upon 3 outstanding alumni. Mr. Steve Fryer graduated from Arkansas Tech in 1978 with a Bachelor of Arts degree in English education. He was a letterman for the Wonder Boys tennis team and the recipient of the 1978 Alfred J. Craybaugh Award as ATU's most outstanding senior male student. After serving as an English instructor and tennis coach at Russellville High School from 1979 to 83, Mr. Fryer gained admission to the Harvard University School of Law. He completed his Juris Doctorate in 1986 and went to work in Los Angeles, California, as the manager of legal affairs for the Transit Casualty Receivership, the largest insurance company bankruptcy in history. Upon the completion of that project in 1994, Mr. Fryer pivoted into a career with the Walt Disney Company. He started in publicity for ABC Television and ultimately became Director of Guest Services for Disney Consumer Products and Disney Stores from 2007 to 16. He's a recipient of the Spirit of Disney Award, the highest honor the Walt Disney Company bestows upon its employees. Mr. Fryer founded CX Opportunity in 2016 and continues to lead the customer experience operations business as its president and CEO. He has accepted numerous invitations to return to ATU and speak before a wide variety of audiences. Mr. Fryer is president currently of the ATU Alumni Association Board for the year 2022. Mr. Steve Fryer, class of 1978, is hereby inducted into the Arkansas Tech Hall of Distinction under this Distinguished Alumnus category. Congratulations. Next, Mrs. Andrea Lee graduated from Arkansas Tech University in 2004 with a Bachelor of Science degree in Emergency Administration and Management. In 2014, Mrs. Lee was elected the 40th Auditor of the state of Arkansas and was reelected to a second four-year term in 2018. As Auditor, Ms. Lee works as the state's General Accountant, Administrator of the Arkansas Unclaimed Property Act, and payroll officer for more than 600 elected officials and their employees. She partners with businesses and uses technology to improve the way unclaimed property is reported to the state and returned to rightful owners through the Great Arkansas Treasure Hunt. Mrs. Lee has nearly 2 decades of leadership experience. She served on the Pope County Quorum Court, the Russellville City Council, and 3 terms in the Arkansas General Assembly before being elected Auditor of the state, one of only 7 constitutional offices in the state of Arkansas. As someone who completed her degree as a non-traditional student, Mrs. Lee is an advocate for others to return to school and complete their degree. She is a regular guest speaker in the ATU Department of History and Political Science classes and frequently hosts ATU students, faculty, staff, alumni, and friends when they visit the state capitol. Mrs. Andrea Lee, class of 2004, is hereby inducted into the Arkansas Tech Hall of Distinction under the Distinguished Alumni Service category. Congratulations. Our final inductee today is Dr. Andrew Mason, who graduated from Arkansas Tech University in 2010 with a Bachelor of Science degree in biology and a minor in chemistry. He was accepted into the University of Arkansas for medical science, where he was a 3-time Jordan Scholar and was selected as the most outstanding pharmacy student. Dr. Mason completed his Doctor of Pharmacy degree in 2014 and went on to work for UAMS as a clinical pharmacist. While continuing his employment, Dr. Mason completed a master's degree in business from Arkansas Tech. The lessons in business strategy he learned through his graduate work here allowed him to finish in the top 100 of Globus, an international business decision-making contest that draws more than 30,000 participants from around the world on an annual basis. Dr. Mason worked as a pharmacy manager for Walmart in Bentonville from 2016 to 18. And since 2018, he has served as a pharmaceutical consultant at International Education Services in Tokyo, Japan, while also holding positions on the Tokyo Medical and Dental University faculty and as an adjunct instructor in the ATU College of Business. A 2-time 4.0 grade point average graduate of ATU, Dr. Mason was the 2017 recipient of the Jim Ed McGee Award as the most outstanding graduate from the ATU Graduate College. Dr. Mason, Andrew Mason, class of 2010, is hereby inducted into the Arkansas Tech Hall of Distinction under the Outstanding Young Alumnus category. Dr. Mason is unable to join us today due to international travel restrictions, and he will be presented with his medal and obelisk at a later date. Congratulations, Dr. Mason.
Now at this time, we wish to recognize two groups of students for outstanding achievement, exemplifying the long and proud tradition of academic excellence at Arkansas Tech. First, we will recognize students in the honors program. These students are selected on a competitive basis and are required to enroll in a sequence of honors courses in addition to all of the coursework required for their majors. Only students who successfully complete all of those requirements can graduate from the honors program. The honors graduates are wearing a distinctive honors medallion. Honors program graduates, please stand when your name is called. Ladies and gentlemen, please hold your applause until all names have been called. Madison Catherine Lyles. Eden Predon. Caitlin Elizabeth Watson. Please join me in recognizing the accomplishments of the University Honors Program graduates. You may be seated. The second group we wish to recognize are those students who have earned academic honors, exemplifying the long and proud tradition of academic excellence at Arkansas Tech. Graduates who have earned a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 to 3.699 earn the distinction cum laude. Those with a 3.7 to 3.899 earn the distinction of magna cum laude, and those with a 3.9 to 4.0 earn the distinction of summa cum laude. Those honor graduates may be recognized by the gold cord on their academic regalia, and their names are listed in your programs. Honors graduates, could you please rise so we can salute your accomplishments? You may be seated. A tradition keeper is a student who has enriched the value of their student experience at Arkansas Tech by involvement in extracurricular activities. These students were chosen based upon their campus involvement, leadership, and other accomplishments. They are designated by the green recognition cord over their robes. Tradition keepers, please stand so we may recognize you. Please be seated. At this time, I would like to invite Dr. Mary B. Gunter, Chief of Staff in the Office of the President and Distinguished Professor of Educational Leadership, to come forward. Dr. Gunter will speak on behalf of the 12th President of Arkansas Tech University, Dr. Robin E. Bowen. Dr. Bowen is recovering from surgery, and she's unable to be with us today. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Gunter.
Thank you, Dr. Firstbovey. To the Arkansas Tech Board of Trustees, to the officers of the administration, to our special guest, to the faculty, to our graduates, to their families and friends, greetings, and it's a pleasure to be here with you today. Arkansas Tech University has a long and distinguished history. It is a story that dates back to April 1st, 1909, when Governor George Donaghy signed legislation establishing 4 agriculture high schools, one of which has today evolved to become Arkansas Tech University. We changed our name to Arkansas Polytech College in 2025. Arkansas Tech became a 4-year accredited senior college in 1951, and upon the addition of graduate courses, we became Arkansas Tech University in 1976. ATU continued to grow in 2003 when the campus formerly known as Arkansas Valley Technical Institute became Arkansas Tech University Ozark Campus. The first graduating class at Arkansas Tech had 11 students in the spring of 1912. They were our first alumni. Today, Arkansas Tech University has almost 10,000 students and more than 50,000 alumni across the world. I know there are many alumni in our audience today. Some are members of the platform party, some among our faculty, some in the audience. I ask that all alumni in attendance please rise and receive our recognition. Thank you. Graduation is the most visual expression of a university and our traditions. On this special occasion, it's my privilege to share with you the following message from the 12th president of Arkansas Tech University, Dr. Robin E. Bowen. Dr. Bowen writes, "It is with heartfelt sincerity that I extend to you congratulations on this momentous achievement. Your intellect, your determination, and your work ethic have brought you to this day, and I know those qualities will serve you well. I would offer one suggestion as you move forward. Make this promise to yourself. Do not allow comparisons to rob you of the joy in your life. Promise to judge yourself not against your peers or co-workers, but against yourself. Don't give in to temptation to compare your achievements to others. Doing so will never bring you happiness or contentment. And do not measure success by the number or value of your possession. Instead, pursue that most fulfilling of goals, to simply be better tomorrow and to leave the world a better place. In the long run, I believe adhering to that philosophy will help you reach your full potential." She continues on, "Never stop learning, never stop improving. If there is a group that has demonstrated the grit and the determination necessary to keep moving forward, no matter how difficult the circumstances, it is a class of 2022. I will forever remember the resilience you showed during the COVID-19 pandemic. You were simply amazing. Graduates, I ask that you raise your hand to indicate you received a scholarship, any scholarship, while a student here at Tech. Raise your hand high. Now look around. Thank you. Remember, a certain percentage of those scholarships came from donors. Some donors have the ability to make large gifts, endowing scholarships on their own, but a large number of scholarships are put together with $10 donated here and $50 donated there. Donors who, without even knowing you, wanted to help you, wanted to give you this opportunity. That opportunity is now yours, and you are free to do with it as you choose. I challenge you, regardless of what you do from this day forward, always do it with courage." Maya Angelou once made the following observation: "One isn't necessarily born with courage, but one is born with potential. Without courage, we cannot practice any other virtue with consistency. We cannot be kind, true, merciful, generous, or honest. Arkansas Tech University class of 2022, be kind, be true, be merciful, be generous, and be courageous. For generations, Arkansas Tech University graduates have used the knowledge they obtained here at Tech to make their mark on the world, and they have represented the university well, and I know each of you will do the same. I wish each and every one of you all the best. Sincerely, Dr. Robin E. Bowen, President. Please know that Dr. Bowen sends her sincere regret for not being here to celebrate with each of our graduates this achievement and not being able to shake their hands in congratulations. And now, Dr. First Bovee, please join me at the podium for the awarding and conferring of degrees.
This commencement ceremony includes candidates for the bachelor degree and for the associate degree. Candidates, when the name of the degree that you will receive is called, please stand for the conferring of that degree. Now, will the candidates for the bachelor's degree please rise? Dr. Gunter, these candidates have met all graduation requirements for the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Music Education, Bachelor of Applied Science, Bachelor of Professional Studies, and Bachelor of Science. On behalf of the faculty, I recommend them for the bachelor's degree.
By the authority vested in me by the Arkansas Tech University Board of Trustees, the State of Arkansas, and ATU President Dr. Robin E. Bowen, I hereby confer on you the bachelor degree with all of the rights, privileges, and duties pertaining thereto.
You may be seated. Next, will the candidates for the associate degree please rise? Dr. Gunter, these candidates have met all graduate requirements for the Associate of Arts, Associate of General Studies, and Associate Science. On behalf of the faculty, I recommend them for the associate degree.
By the authority vested in me by the Arkansas Tech University Board of Trustees, the State of Arkansas, and ATU President Dr. Robin E. Bowen, I hereby confer on you the associate degree with all of the rights, privileges, and duties pertaining thereto.
Please be seated. The candidates will now be presented by the Dean of their college.
Whitney Fryer. Emily Shea Lindstrom. Shimin Su. Bailey James Taylor. Magali L. Arellano. Diane V. Barrera Garcia. Elizabeth Anne-Marie Beck. Kaylee Nicole Bishop. Jasmine Nicole Black. Caitlin Jean Woodson Brazil. Mackenzie Shea Brazil. Taylor Page Breedlove. John Brown. Hunter Allen Bryant. Jamie Hunter Birch. Jordan Grace Burgess. Aspen Nicole Campbell. Skylar Dawn Campbell. Juliana Campos Paz. Joyrian Javon Chase. Deshaun Davidson. Haley Davis. Hunter Lee Davis. Aubrey Raquel Deere. Brooke Emily DeVore. Matthew Aaron Dodson. Carrington Annie Edwards. Sierra Nicole English. Mackenzie Irwin. Riley Elizabeth Evans. Brooklyn Grace Fields. Ariana Nicole Flores. Tyrus D. Fort. Lisa Deneen Games. Alexis Diane Gill. Kelsey Elizabeth Gray. Sarah Hammonds Henry. Haven Elizabeth Hainline. Kira Alexis Harrell. Jessica Lee Hadaba. Madeline Grace Henderson. Madison Lee Higginbotham. Jacob Ryan Holloway. Jaylee Holt. Catherine Marie Hooten. Peyton Tyler Hughes. Jesus A. Jimenez. Catherine Elizabeth Jones. Christopher Tyler Kennan. Brianna Kinder. Marissa Craps. There we go. Kristen Blair Lawhorn. Kenesha Cheyenne Leeton. Alejandro Lerma. Nigel Lewis. Jordan A. Looney. Madison Catherine Lyles. Stephanie Liliana Martinez Sanchez. Megan Elizabeth McGinnis. Lillian Marie Metters. Nikki Marie, my apologies, Mickey Marie Metcalf. Sierra Autumn Millsap. Sarah Grace Moore. Skylar Kaylee Moore. Monisha Bonet Morris. Victoria Rayanne Morris. Ashley Hope Morrison. Kinsey Leona Noakes. Ziniana Molly Paniagua Kelsey. Blandy Anaí Pedres. Caitlin Irene Price. Is it Lacquis? Maverick Lacquis Purvis. Riley Ann Reaper. Landon Johnston Reed. Hunter Cole Delano Reeve. Lisa Renteria. Katie Francis Rogers. Aubrey Rochelle Russell. Jayana Sanders. Madeline M. Scanlon. Ashley Nicole Slash. Joseph Robert Smith. Robert Austin Smith. Simon Joseph Stoltz. McKenna Grace Taylor. Tony Annette Taylor. Angela Charlene Teresa. Hope Elizabeth Thomas. Sophia Grace Thomason. Cynthia Bernice Tolentino Garate. Jennifer Diana Vega. Lisette Ventura Alcocer. Larissa Renee Walker. Alana Danae Wallace. Allison Nicole Westbrook. Cameron Douglas Westbrook. Riley Noel Wheeler. Hannah Elizabeth Wilkinson. Colby Marie Willett. Zaria Simone Williams. Caitlin Riley Wise. Sydney Michelle Wynn. Denver Travis Yates. Elizabeth Daniel Yielding. Hannah Faith Anderson. Chandler Jarrett Brock. Cannon Logan Cobb. Dakota Edward Flynn. Michaela Rachel Hamilton. Madeline Hubbard. Adam Russell Johnston. Florian Nokomis Kinslow Fleming. Hannah Ruth Lee. Ashley Monique Lopez. Eric Blaine Martin. Kay Naya Nicole Patterson. Lucas Nolan Potts. Dawson Roundtree. Morgan Lee Stringer. Brady Mason Williams. Abraham Jose Zarate. Rigoberto Saldana. Haley Mahana Walker. Alexis Renatha Luster. Mordecai Oliver Griffin Russell. Cameron Taylor Boyette. Ruth Ann Marie Clements. Bay Garrett Fleming. Journey Nicole Goforth. Madison Faith Holloway. Destiny Lee. Catherine Price. Delaney Sexton. Sydney Elaine Shane. Mackenzie B. Simpson. Mackenzie Page Wagner. Casey Nicole Watkins. Connor Bell. Robert Lee Bennett. Dalton Jean Combs. Jackson Caleb Fauchie. Andrew Garrett. Michael L. Hale. McKinley Ann Heffley. Macy Brooke Johnson. Charles Dalton Linker. Thomas Jackson McCarley. Spencer Allen Oswald. Dylan Michael Schuweiler. Andrew Todd Steffi. Bryce Updike. Caitlin Elizabeth Watson. Carly Grace Wilkins. Clayton Wiley Dale Williams. Jennifer Nicole Roberts. Lucas Jace Turner. Gabriel A. Contreras. Bailey Duggar. Trevor Stephen Franjesovic. Parker Joel Greenewalt. Cameron Elizabeth Gullidge. Erica R. Hampton. John Wei Ho. Bryn Audrey Meredith. Jacob Leroy Moore. Eden Predon. Elizabeth Marie Turner. Tujer Vang. Hallie Ward. Corey Mackenzie White. Autumn Leanne Graves. Angelina Nicole Hudson. Shannon Nicole Brown. Bailey Alexa Bolanis. Laura Beth Brown. Rosa Maria Gutierrez. Michael Eugene Long, Sr. Mark Aaron Maxwell. William Mark Sappington. Ashley Jordan Stansfield. Sydney Dawn Whitconnect. Ragad Naji Almolteri. Rafael Andrade. Atalanta Baker. Kristen Elizabeth Conklin. Nathan Trey Gilbert. Savannah Marie Gordon. Cassandra Rose Hanger. Deonia Alexander L. Harris. China Nichelle Henson. Tuesday D. Howard. Jordan Renee McPherson. Ajaylee Miller. Dylan Michael Pajak. Trinity J. Quinn. Megan Dawn Reese. Abigail Scott. Gabriel Sturdivant. Matthew Aaron West. Megan Lynn Young. Kyla Lee Stewart. Richard Lee. Adeline Ray Nehus. Laura Andrade. Justin Ray Clark. Karen Elaine West. Erica Latae Williams. Lexi Taylor Austin. Olivia Deanne Fisher. Jody Lynn Hillard. Sage Oksana Renee John. Caitlin Jean Grace Jones. Kyra Ann Kahn. Kelsey Joe Peak Alvey. Curtis Trey Smith III. Kathy R. Triplett. Miriam K. Yoder. Donald Attaway. Ethan J. Avey. Jared Paul Binford. Basher Ben Shitu. Whitney K. Dollar. Gail Elizabeth Eller. Alicia Darter Flores. Simber Ann Henderson. Alina Chantel McConnell House. Carly Dale Mosier. Asa H. Scruggs. Traylyn Marie Tyler. Ariana K. Woodard.
Congratulations to all of our graduates. I would now like to welcome back to the stage the president of the Arkansas Tech University Alumni Board, Mr. Steve Fryer.
I have the best job of the day because instead of greeting you as students of Arkansas Tech University, it is my pleasure to greet you as alumni of Arkansas Tech University. Papers are finished, finals are done, and you have graduated. But it's important to remember that this is not the end of your journey with Arkansas Tech University. It's actually just the beginning, because you're going to take the knowledge and all the work you've put into your education here, and you're about to go out into the world and do great things. And we ask that you please stay in touch with us here at Tech. You are now members of the Alumni Association. Stay in touch with us. Let us know what you're doing. Let us celebrate your victories with you as you go forward. And stay in touch because we want you to come back to Tech and reach out to the new students coming in the future. But I know I'm going to keep this short and sweet because I have a feeling all of you have some celebrating to do tonight. So congratulations, graduates.
Members of the class of 2022, please rise. I ask that you move your tassel from the right to the left in honor of your receipt of a university degree. Congratulations. Please remain standing as Sarah Smith and Zandre Kendall lead us in singing the Arkansas Tech University alma mater.
You may be seated. Before we close, being new here, I made a pronunciation error early in our program, and it's important to me that I think I need to correct it before we adjourn. Among our faculty who are retiring are two individuals who both gave 42 years of service in the ATU Department of Music. Please join me in congratulating and in correctly pronouncing their names, Karen and Ken Futerer, who gave 84 years of service to ATU. Now, in honor of the 2022 graduates, we ask that the guests remain seated until the platform party, the faculty, and all of the graduates have recessed. Your graduate will meet you in front of the Coliseum following the recessional. Again, congratulations to all of our graduates. Good luck, and I now declare the spring 2022 commencement has ended. Thank you.